global oil crisis worsens as Iran war disrupts supply. The global oil market is facing an unprecedented crisis as conflict in Iran escalates, effectively closing the Strait of Hormuz, a critical waterway for one-third of the world's seaborne oil exports. This situation, once considered a low-probability tail risk, has become reality, causing oil prices to surge and production in Gulf states to stall due to inability to transport crude. The scale of the disruption, this supply shock, is the largest in history, exceeding even the 1979 crisis triggered by Iran. Approximately 20 million barrels per day are currently unable to flow, with no immediate end in sight. The impact extends beyond oil, disrupting 20% of global LNG shipments, particularly affecting Europe, East Asia, and South Asia. Higher prices for diesel and jet fuel are expected, alongside rising costs for fertilizers and agricultural inputs. The United States is relatively better positioned, consuming only 500,000 barrels per day from the Persian Gulf and being largely self-sufficient in natural gas. However, regions like the West Coast and Northeast will face disproportionate impacts from higher energy prices. Naval intervention and Iran's strategy. The White House suggests naval deployments can reopen the strait, but this is unlikely to fully restore traffic due to security concerns. Shipping companies will remain hesitant until sustained stability is ensured, likely resulting in continued disruptions even with naval presence. Iran's strategy is not a quick ceasefire, but rather imposing economic costs on the US and Israel to deter future aggression. The regime believes it can outlast the US politically and economically, continuing missile and drone attacks until de-escalation is forced. For Iran, survival equates to defiance. Maintaining defiance secures victory regardless of physical damage sustained. Prolonged crisis and market uncertainty. Even if a ceasefire occurs, restoring production will take months. Gulf states that have shuttered operations due to storage issues will require time to restart, keeping prices elevated for an extended period. Shipping insurance rates will likely remain higher, reflecting the demonstrated vulnerability of the Strait of Hormuz. The narrative of a well-supplied oil market has shifted decisively. Expect tighter markets and sustained higher prices into 2027. Historical analogies to the 1970s are relevant, but the current situation is more severe, as global actors believed in energy resilience after the 2022 crisis, underestimating the risks of aggressive geopolitical actions. Actions by the US are adding risk and volatility to the global oil market. The crisis will likely persist, with disruptions continuing even if the strait reopens. The conflict's impact will spread across commodity markets, raising prices for goods worldwide and pressuring economies globally.